early afternoon, folks. This is the Lady Autist, also known as Tiffany Daniels, and I am so sorry to interrupt my usual coverage on the JD case, but as you know, I also cover autism and disability and neurodiversity rights, and this really couldn't wait. I won't be sharing this on Twitter, but for those who do watch this, who also watch my coverage of the case, I would appreciate it if you would retweet it, because what I'm about to tell you needs to be exposed everywhere. So, what stopped my middle day listening to Pandora and just kind of goofing off? Well, more news on a study that I have already tweeted about, where a research group was given a green light for $2 million to scare the hell out of toddlers in order to gauge their responses to fear. Well, it gets worse, my friends. It gets a lot worse. So, not only are these folks getting $2 million to scare the hell out of 3-year-olds, they didn't double down for those who are considered autistic, that if they didn't have the proper fear response, they, after traumatizing them, would proceed to traumatize them again by correcting their fear response to the appropriate behavior. What? What the hell is this? Okay, let's go over this, okay? Where do we see examples of this type of behavior? In abusive homes, when you're dealing with somebody who is grooming a minor. When you think it is okay as a medical researcher to scare the living daylights out of a kid and then think that you have the right to then go in and say, no, this is how you should have responded? Yeah, again, there's a word for that, and it's called grooming, and it's what abusers do to their victims. They will groom them so that they can get the responses that they want. It's about control. And why do you feel the need to control our behavior? Why are we not allowed to respond to fear in the way that we do? Now, there may be some that argue, well, some autistics may respond to fear with violence. There's a lot of normal people that respond to fear with violence, okay? Okay? There's a lot of normal people who get scared and will punch a wall, punch a punching bag, which doesn't harm anyone. These are toddlers. These are not teenagers who may need assistance in regards to angry responses. These are little tiny kids. And to say, well, we must make sure that they make eye contact and communicate that they are fearful. Look, guess what? Communication is a lot more than words and eye contact. You are essentially telling me that you want a kid to look a person who scared the crap out of them a moment ago and tell them how they feel. Now, if that were a neurotypical child who was being abused at home, would you tell them to look into the eyes of their abuser and explain to them how they made them feel? Really? Because I don't think you would. The fact that they got $2 million to engage in this behavior, and it's all considered fine because those kids are disabled, is disturbing and sick. It looks like we're going to have to do another deep dive, my actually autistic folks. We need to expose this everywhere, on every social platform that we got our hands on. We cannot allow this sort of thing to continue. At all. And the worst part of it is that somewhere along the line, there had to be someone who actually greenlit for this research study to go forward and greenlit $2 million towards traumatizing kids. So spread this everywhere you can. Now, for those who are here for my JD coverage, I will be coming back a little bit later this evening to go over that. Any help you all can give me to expose crap like this, I would deeply appreciate. And the abuse that is rampant in the disability community, from the medical sides of things, for parental, for siblings, the numbers are astronomical. So please, help us spread this out there. I do appreciate your time today, and I hope you have a good one. I'll see you later tonight.